Alright, so a couple days ago, I made a post on Twitter just for fun, and I wanted to know all your controversial Yu-Gi-Oh! Hot takes. And I didn't think it was going to explode. Like, at this very second, I barely keep track of everything that's happening, and of course I had to cover all the hot takes in this video. It just blew up. There's so many hot takes. I love it. And today we're just gonna go through all of it. I'm gonna react. I'm gonna give you my thoughts. And please, before we get started with the video, share all your controversial opinions in the comment section down below for part 2 because I'm super hyped to do this. Some of these ones are just, I cannot even. Let's go. And let me know which one was your favorite when you're done watching the video. And if you like it, please make sure to like it. I'm so hyped to do this. So let's go with the first opinion, which is that Power of the Elements format is better than Magnificent Maven's format. I agree wholeheartedly. I think the Ishizu cards were an issue. We stand Ishizu, but that has nothing to do with it. The Ishizu cards were a problem, so agree 100%. So this next one is just all of them. I love this. Yes. And then moving on. Tier will always be peak Yu-Gi-Oh! Yeah, I mean, to an extent, sure. It was a really nice format, at least in my opinion. A lot of people are gonna have beef with that, but like, Chujeko was fun to play, and they should bring Masterpiece to 1 and Diagram to 3. So, yes to the first part, yes to the second part. Diagram to 3 kind of scares me. 100% honest, Diagram scares me. Block Dragon is fine. Block Dragon is not fine. Block Dragon is just... I always tell this story. I bricked once with Adamantia, I top decked the Block Dragon, I OTK'd, and I don't think this should be the case. Block Dragon is not fine. The main phase 2 was a mistake. Why was the main phase 2 a mistake? It wasn't. I think the main phase 2 is great. I think we need main phase 2. Kit should come back. There was a lot of tier stuff. Just get ready. Kit probably shouldn't come back, let's be real. Zeus is the best design card in the last like 7 years. Yes. Yes, Zeus is literally the fairest card. Zeus is cool. Zeus is great. It's very fair. It's very, very, very well designed, and I agree with this. 100% wholeheartedly agree. Red Reboot should come back. Yeah, I mean... It probably should. Don't hate me. Don't hate me. It probably should. The limited list is a relic from a time where they were too afraid to ban cards and should be abolished. That's cap. I don't wanna, no. Kolbai can come back at 3. Kolbai is one of those cards where it's like either at 3 or like banned. I don't know. Building a Rube Goldberg machine deck to FTK your opponent is a fun deck building challenge. So I had to Google this. I didn't know that all the contraption stuff is called a Rube Goldberg machine, but I'm glad I know this now, so this tweet helped me to learn something. Update jammers shouldn't be banned. Listen, I think update jammers should be banned. Now you can have beef with me for that, but I think it should go. I think update jammer is the problem card. Like hashtag update jammer is a problem. Ritual monsters belong in the extra deck. I said what I said. I love this. They don't. But I kinda know what you mean. The game is more fun when it's Saki. Make more broken one-offs. Give me some hard the cards moments. No, that's not fun. That's literally horrible. Like, people rage. People will like flip a table over because they were sacked. No, I don't want this to happen. The March 2012 ban list was not that bad. It helped pave the way for one of the most diverse and skillful formats. I don't know. I was literally 13 years old at that point. I don't know anything about it, but I did Google it, and Trap Dustshoe was banned, and Lumina finally came back to 2. Flu is a skillful deck. It is not a skillful deck, but it does reward very good gameplay, and you have to do like good plays. I wouldn't classify it as a skillful deck necessarily. Access code is fine. I mean, yeah, it is. People who don't like floodgates usually just don't like playing against control decks of any type. And I disagree with the other part. That's not true. I feel like people are kind of mistaking control and stun decks too much. Pot of Prosperity is Power Crept, Pot of Greed. I guess, yeah. Meow Meow Mew would be fine at 2. Yes. We love Meow Meow. Free my boy Colossus. Free Colossus. We love Colossus as well. Modern Yu-Gi-Oh! Is not that great of a game anymore. True. Pendulums are perfectly fine and could literally get all of their cards back at 3 and still suck. How is that that's not a hot take. That's literally just wrong. I'm sorry. That's just wrong. Like, did you read Electromite? The game should go on for more than 2 to 4 turns. I agree with this, 100%. Ronin Totem did nothing wrong. R.I.P. to Ronin Totem, for real. Nibiru is ban-worthy. What? Hold on. So I'm like speedrunning all these takes, but this just like took me back. How is Nibiru ban-worthy? Like, no. Ignition effect priority could come back and it would change nothing. What's with... Okay, this is officially the... I don't want to say worse. I don't want to be rude, but like it is the worst take so far. Nibiru ban-worthy and ignition effect priority not doing anything, it would literally cause havoc. Okay, this might actually win for the most controversial take ever. Mixed rarity is optimal. What are you, if that's your take? Baron shouldn't be generic. That's kind of true. Heroes need a link 1 that searches a good field spell, since we play so many bricks. Honestly, I don't... maybe, but like, I think heroes are just like 1 card away from being way too broken, so I feel like we would have to tread lightly when it comes to making hero support. You should draw in your opponent's draw phase and not your opponent, including on turn 0, so... How is that? That's literally old format, but like, reversed. There's a couple of these, okay? Casual players are more toxic than their competitive counterparts. Now, I will get hate for it. I want to stress that I do not care. They are. They are 100%. I am sorry, but it's just true. Toss wasn't as fun as people think it was. Oh, floodgates on legs, actual floodgates, and everything floating. That's actually, okay, that's really funny. That's true. That is toss format in a nutshell. Maxi should also let you draw a card when the opponent normal summons. We don't want to discriminate against burbs. I love this. Unban Mystic Mine. Don't. Link ones shouldn't exist. That's a really good point, actually. 90% of decks should hardlock into themselves. I don't know. No, I actually don't think that's the case. I think you can have healthy decks even if they are, you know, even if they don't lock. The virus cards are fine. Just play less spells. Just get out of here. Harpies shouldn't be censored. And meta decks take no skill. So this is like 2 takes that couldn't be further apart. Okay. I mean, they kind of don't need to be censored, but you know. And meta decks take no skill. Like, what are you just trying to? You're just trying to you know, create some sort of beef. I don't think that's your actual opinion because that is 100,000% wrong. Upset could come back at 3 and still many decks wouldn't play it. I don't know. I do think people would like to play with less cards in their deck, you know. Tier format was top 5 worst formats of all time, and I've played every TCG format except like 2. Then I don't know how that's your take. It wasn't. I genuinely don't think so. Here's another. Okay, we're getting another one. Hope this one is better than the last one. The shifter is perfectly fine at 3. No, it isn't. Well, it can be insanely powerful. I feel like it says a lot about the decks that you play. If you played in every format and all of that. Yeah, I disagree. I'm sorry. Combo decks were a mistake. Blue Eyes is a good deck. Okay. Yu-Gi-Oh! Card vendors are parasites. That's kind of true. Link was soulless from the beginning. That does kind of feel that way. Or at least it did when it came out, and then we had all the Firewall and like Gumbler stuff. It was soulless back then. I literally like linked a child with Altergeist because I thought it was funny, so maybe I was soulless. This card is not worth the cardboard it's printed on. Overhyped, and yes, in rare occasion can stop some decks. It is a hard once per turn, multiple draw, special summons mechanics. It's useless. Effect Veiler is a better option. Ash is trash, so it's about Ash. Ash is trash. Hashtag Ash is trash. Okay. FTKs are cool and good, and it's not a bad thing if they exist in modern Yu-Gi-Oh! I don't even want to elaborate. The single worst design mechanic in the game is XYZ rank cups. I love this. This is so true. I despise rank cups. Thank you for this take. That's amazing. Platinum rares actually don't look that bad. You can literally, if you're watching this video, you can just leave the channel at this point. I am the biggest hater of platinum rares there ever was. They are ugly. Sky Striker is actually the most boring deck in Yu-Gi-Oh! That is not true. Sky Striker is amazing. If you feel that way, I don't think you ever played it. Or, I mean, you are entitled to your opinion, but I don't think it's boring at all. It's like a very cool control deck, so I don't think... This deck is mad simple. You did not play it then. Synchro spam and or pile decks are an example of what's great about Yu-Gi-Oh! Not what's wrong with it. Being locked into an archetype is boring. Okay, so that's literally the complete opposite of what people were saying about being locked into archetypes. This person says that it's cool that you are not locked and you can do different things. Yeah, to an extent, but like some decks are just kind of insane. Talents was never good. Got a lot of play because it felt good to bait your opponent into resolving. I disagree with that. How? No. Talents is a very, very good card. It does feel good. I know what you mean. Like, sometimes it's just kind of dead in your hand. Feels kind of weird, but that doesn't mean that the card isn't good by itself. It is a very, very good card. Max Rarity doesn't make any sense unless for staples and retro format decks. I agree with this. This take is really good. Yeah, 100%. I'm maxing out all my Edison stuff, but I would not do it for a meta deck. Gold format is the worst old school format. Kind of is, probably. Banished decks still need to be balanced a lot more. And then they go ahead and they put Kashtira Flu and also Metaphys and Mutants all in the same category. So please explain to me, how are mutants an unbalanced deck? That's a hot take in itself. Where do I start? Maxi would improve the TCG. If you're watching this video, please elaborate how it would do it. Telemans is still a great archetype. Yeah, just like this person says. People only mad because most are idiot toddlers easily going apeshit angry when seeing people playing on their turn. Oh my god. This take is really funny. Yeah, to an extent. Paying cost shouldn't be a game mechanic. Everything should resolve under the full effect. It's not that it will make a lot of cards ass. It's just that you have to. How are you not activating a card and then like pitching something for cost or something? It would just be too busted. Not that it would make cards bad. It would be. You have to do it because if it gets negated, then you're down a card, which is only fair. Old school Yu-Gi-Oh! Isn't fun. It's just slow, grindy gameplay where you get blown out by a powerful card. Modern Yu-Gi-Oh! Is great outside of like. Excuse you? That's literally. I did not expect to get offended by these takes, but I disagree with that. That's all I'm gonna say. Floodgates aren't toxic. Okay, this is one of those people where it's like, oh, if I have to watch you make a combo board. Combo boards can be prevented. You know, you have hand traps, you have super polymerization, dark ruler, lightning storm, evenly matched, kaijus, Ras, fear mode, lava golem. I could literally go on and on and on and on. And for floodgates, yeah, you have back row removal. However, if the opponent has anti-spell, then all of that is that anyway. And there's more things to disrupt combo stuff. Not to mention hand traps, right? If I didn't mention them, I'm mentioning them now. Not to mention hand traps. Oh my god. I'm literally out of breath. This got a lot of flack when I sent it to YGO Anon, so here it is on main. There's no such thing as a bad format. I would love for you to elaborate because from just by seeing this, I disagree. There is such a thing as a bad format. There's a lot of bad formats actually. Summon Skull is in every way a better boss monster for Yugi. That's very true, actually. Something went crucially wrong with Yu-Gi-Oh! Sometime around early mid-Master Rule 4 that caused a massive skyrocket in the power level of the game that it will likely never recover from. That is not a hot take, that is true. That's, like, factually true. Okay. We have officially found the worst take, and I don't think anything tops this. I don't even want to read it out loud. The next Madolche support should have a Miscellaneosaurus-like effect. This is literally two of my most hated cards, and just Madolche and then Miscellaneosaurus and what it does for Dino. I physically feel sick. I don't know. Comparing tier format players to toss players means you opted out of one of those formats, if not both. That's not true, actually. Like, both of them are considered very healthy from a lot of people, so I don't think that's true at all. Yu-Gi-Oh! Has gotten so much worse with it focusing on waifus. The cost of even lower tier decks is too high. The meta is a joke. The focus is way too much on DM nostalgia. Literally, I don't agree with the tryhards part, because when people try hard, they are toxic. I don't think every competitive player is a toxic tryhard though. And about Master Duo, I don't know. But other than that, I agree with the takes. Konami should undo some erratas. Ooh, that's really interesting. Undoing erratas as opposed to doing a lot of erratas, like someone said. I'm kind of scared what will happen. And that's actually the last take. So this was a lot. This was a lot of takes. This was really fun to do. Hope I didn't go too fast. I just really wanted to speedrun them. Hope it was fun for you to watch. Please share your favorite ones and your takes. If you're still here, thank you for watching. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.